I lived in Las Vegas for around 17 years, so I cannot get enough of tall, gorgeous trees. Good afternoon from Fry Creek Campground on Palomar Mountain, which is in San Diego County, home of the Palomar Mountain Observatory. This is not my normal type of campsite. This is a walk-in tent site. Oops. I made the reservation. I didn't pay close enough attention to my site to realize how far I had to walk in. Okay, it's not super far. It's not hiking. It is walk-in. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you. There's my car over there. So here's my site. Haven't got my tent set up yet. Over there is a shared water spigot, and I think that might be site 4. And then site 5 is over right in front of the parking area. And then right next to my car is a vault toilet. It's not super far, but my tent weighs 30 pounds. My cooler's heavy, and I think my back would scream if I didn't have help carrying it over to the table. So I'm really glad that I double-checked the site, realized I was going to need to haul my gear, and got that little red wagon out. The road into this campground is super narrow, like 1 car wide. I think it would be really kind of interesting to meet somebody on the way in, and it stays one way. Let's have a look. It's Sunday. The weekend warriors have gone home, so hopefully I won't have too many neighbors. Sure where to put my tent up. It's not super level around here. There's sort of that little area where my wagon is in front of my table, and there's this area. Again, it's not super level, but going up, I don't see any real branches leaning over it. Do you think that would be a good site? Yeah, obviously I am not much of a tent camper. I only took it out once to Dixon Lake with my daughter. She slept in it, and then I spent some rainy time during the day in it, but I still slept in my SUV. A really cool site, which is accessed by walking past my site and the other site, and then you come way back here, and it's site 8, and it looks like a double site, which means it would be twice as expensive, and you really kind of have to haul your gear a long way. But check it out. When it's set way back, it's got 2 tables and a grill, and it's got a really small fire pit that looks like it hasn't been used. The grill certainly hasn't been used for a long time. Whereas this teeny tiny fire pit, and then you just got the hill behind you. Lots of trees, lots of shade. My site's over there. Good morning from Palomar Mountain. Believe it or not, I actually slept in my tent last night. I did not sleep well. I slept on the thermarest, which is what I had in my Transit Connect. I don't know what was going on. I wasn't comfortable. Some of it was probably mental, just the thought of, oh my God, I'm sleeping in a tent. So used to being able to lock myself in my car and have that cozy nest around me. I put my little bucket toilet in there. I dragged my camp chair in at night. It's got tons of windows. I've only got one open now. During the day, I'll open them all up to let some, fresh air in. All right, I'm huffing and puffing. I thought I would walk uphill and try to find the rest of the campsites and see how they are. It's a long, steep hill. Once you get past site 11 or 12, there aren't any sites. I mean, they've got to be up the road. I came up that way, around a couple of bends. All roads lead somewhere, right? I don't know, though. I have not seen a ranger. I have not seen a park host. A couple cars came in yesterday, but then they left. Midweek, given that this is a no RV campground, it is pretty dead. I walked up a little. The road bends. It continues up there pretty steeply. I don't know if there's another loop up there. I can't walk this. I don't want to walk this. So let's go back. All right, I came back to the Iron Ranger and the sign. There is more to the campground. It's just a ways up the road. See, sites 1 through 11 are kind of clustered. Go up to 12, and then it says 0.3 miles. I don't know if that's if they're saying that little bit's 0.3 miles, so you're going almost another mile up there. There is that loop. I will have to drive it. Not today, probably. The sites in this campground are walk-in for tent, and you walk in quite a ways, so it's not like you have a really good place to park. So a lot of the parking areas are shared between 2 to 4 cars for the various sites in that location. And if you're going to do that, you might as well just park in a rest area. But if you're tent camping, I mean, it's a fabulous campsite. It's quiet, at least on, during the week. It's beautiful. Trees, birds, a light breeze. It got pretty chilly at night this time of year, but not too hot during the day. Summer times do get warmer, even though it's at 4,900 feet of elevation. Palomar Mountain still gets pretty hot in the summer, but it's still a nice place to camp. Slept in my tent again last night. Slept a little bit better than the night before, but I still woke up quite a bit. Tonight I might just drag my sleeping bag and my pillow back to my car. I just watched a branch fall over there. Like, great, okay. It wasn't huge, but that would have hurt. I don't see any that would fall on my tent. What was that guy? There was a light breeze. It's not super windy. I guess it was just that branch's time to go, but yikes, that's something you need to look out for when you're in the forest. I just love these views like this. My last evening here at Fry Creek Campground on Palomar Mountain, and I'm celebrating with a little bit of bubbly. Closest I can afford to champagne. So I thought I'd talk about this campground, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Boy, camping here midweek has been blissful. There was one other camper that came in 2 days ago. Actually, it was a couple. They stayed for 2 days. Aside from that, it's been quiet, just birds, and you can occasionally hear passing traffic. A few people have driven in and out past me. I've seen the rangers come by twice. They never stopped. I guess they can see that I'm legal because I reserved online. So the vault toilets were nasty. They were out of toilet paper, but I always carry my own, so that's not a big deal. My walk-in site is beautiful for tent campers. I kind of still haven't checked out the upper part of the campground. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I would come back here with a tent with a better sleep system. Obviously, you can't come here if you have an RV. I'm not even sure you'd want to come in here in a van. The parking spaces are pretty small. Okay, I'm about to leave my campsite. It's all packed up. I walked around, made sure it was clean. Drove up the hill, and the sites up here are pretty rustic tent sites as well. Minimal parking. I mean, you need a small car. Don't be driving some big-ass extended pickup up here. You might have a little trouble parking in your site. That's a slight exaggeration. One of the sites, or two of the sites, park right in front of the restroom, sites 14 and 15. I mean, this is the loop at the very top, and the road is no wider than this the whole way. It is a narrow one-way road. Parking sites aren't too level, which is why it might not be too fun car sleeping. This one's not too bad, and that does look like a nice, pleasant site. Not even sure what this is. Surely that's not parking for another site because it is so rough. A couple sites down there. It is very pleasant though. I wouldn't mind camping up here. Well, it's almost a month later. I returned to Palomar Mountain and I'm staying in Observatory Campground, so stay tuned for that video. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of it in my next video and then a longer review of Observatory Campground. So if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If not, that's okay too. I will see you in my next video.